Hello everyone, Megan here with Happy Hook Designs. I am just showing you guys today how to do the jointed limbs, or at least show you the way I do mine. You might be able to find different tutorials out there, something that's a little bit easier for you. However, this is what I've found works for me. It's the way I do all of my stuffed animals so that their legs get to move up and down. So what I've done is I've finished off this leg, closed it up, and weaved in my ends. I use the same yarn that I used for the leg to do the joint. So what I do is approximately 3 rows down from the top of the leg, so 1, 2, 3. I am just simply going to go ahead and make a knot. So just like so on one side. And then I don't include placing on my stuffed animals because I do it a little bit different in each one. I've never really found the best way to go about it. But what I do is I just take that knot, I put it down in front to see about where I want to place it. So that knot lines up with the side of the body and will still sit straight. So we're going to go about right there. Insert your hook in. Make sure it's about even on the side of the body, so you're getting an even placement of the leg. And then you poke it all the way through. Make sure you follow that round around, and it comes out about centered. So that right there, if you can see where my needle is, it's a little bit uncentered, so I'm just going to take my needle and try to force it over a few stitches. That's a little bit better. So now I've got one leg kind of limp hanging there. And then so next step is to place it evenly onto the next leg. So I just line them up and insert it on the inside about where that same knot is. So here's a knot, so we're going to insert it about right there. Go through the other side on the same round. And then I cover 2 stitches. So here it is. I would skip this stitch and then insert it here. What I want to do before I do that is make sure that they're even. So there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 till the first side. And then there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to want to actually move this one up 1 more so you have an even 5 and 5, so you're getting it the leg placed evenly. If you don't count to make sure that you have an even number of stitches between each, it's going to sit a little lopsided. So skip 2, and then I force my needle back through that same hole where that stitch went in. So here, going through right through that same hole. And then all I do is go back through, same hole again, back through to the other side, do the same thing on this one. So I'm going to insert my hook, or my needle I should say, right into one of those 2 stitches where that loop is. Also going to want to place this about 2 to 3 rows down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that should be good. And then I don't put it back through here until I'm done tightening it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So we're done on that one. So from here you have your dangly legs. The one with the knot needs to be tightened first. So I just pull as tight as I can. And then use my needle on the loose leg to pull this up. Make sure that's nice and tight. And yank. And then the final step is to insert it here. And then for this one, because it's nice and tight, you're just going to pull it. You're going to go about where it is. It doesn't have to be exact through that same hole. But you don't want to try to line it up. And then yank again real nice and tight. Voila. And then last thing you want to do is just make sure that you weave in this end really well. I go probably about a dozen times through the body, just to make sure that those legs don't come off and your ends are nice and weaved in, so you don't lose it, you don't get anything lost. Doesn't matter where you go in and out. I just kind of make my way around the body a couple of times. When you're done, pull it tight and trim your end. And voila, you have, sits up straight, nice, jointed, movable legs. All right, so I hope that helps some of you. There is a technique which I have not mastered. I actually don't prefer it, to where you don't go all the way through the leg, you stop on the inside, so this divot doesn't happen. I actually like the way that they look with the divots instead, because it makes this form right here a little bit tighter to the body. Otherwise it's going to stick out a little bit more, and I just don't prefer the way that looks. But there is a technique for you to do it so you don't go all the way through the leg like I do. However, like I said, I don't do it that way. I don't prefer the way that looks. It's just a preference of mine. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, happyhookdesigns@gmail.com. You can also find me at Facebook, www.facebook.com/happyhookdesigns. Thanks. Have a good day, guys.